Let's get it started in here.
The Party Starter Podcast is on. DJ Blue Diamond.
For the ladies, baby. Okay.
DJ Scenario.
DJ.
And DJ J5.
Top five. Come on. We in here.
Welcome to the Party Starter Podcast. I am the Party Starter DJ Scenario.
I am DJ J5.
This is your wifey and your hubby's favorite DJ, Blue Diamond. Let's get it.
Wifey and hubby.
Yeah.
It changes every time, literally.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah. It depends on the day.
Got you. I'm not mad at that. So talk to me, God. What's up? How was everybody's weekend and these couple of days? Because, you know, it's Wednesday.
It's hump day.
There you go. We got this.
It's official.
It's official.
That
Wednesday,
is the sound of hump day.
So this weekend, it was Memorial Weekend. So I DJ'd in Long Island, living room on Saturday night. And then Sunday, I just decided to take it uptown, R.I.P. Dykeman, but we was in there.
Killed it. I seen you on the ground like you and your girls killing it.
Blue be bringing them out, huh?
Brings them out.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah.
I can't bring nobody out. That's crazy.
Yeah, clearly.
It's literally, you got to stay, consistent with people. That little text, how you doing, that Merry Christmas, Happy Thanksgiving, that shit counts. You got to keep relationships with people.
Like, what's the vibes for the night? That's the only text I get for weeks. What's the vibe? What's the vibe? I can show you one person in my phone that's all he texted me.
What's the vibe?
What's the vibe for the night? Shout out to Sean Cass. That's all he texted me, literally. What's the vibe? That means we going out. That means he's ready to do something crazy.
He has it saved, copy and paste.
Yeah. Copy, paste. What's the vibe? What's the vibe?
It's like a speed dial.
Well, guys, me, for the first time, I was on national radio. Power 105.1 this weekend, Memorial.
Yeah, Scenario.
That scream was from Steve, our producer.
I'm so excited for Scenario, guys. You guys don't know how hard he works.
Yeah, for a long time. Been dying to, get in there and make it happen. And I had a good time. I got a lot of feedback, too, from a lot of close friends, and people was like, sounded good, did a great job. So
I was really looking forward to that, and I fucking missed it.
No, he sounded good.
I gave you a shout out.
I'm really proud of you.
Shout out. Everybody shout out.
I know he sounded good. That's my mentor.
Hey, you know what's beautiful? Me and Scenario, we talked about this shit for what?
For a year, man. Forget
8 years?
Whatever, I'm out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and it's finally happening for him. I'm very proud of him. And
it was a good weekend.
It's a great moment in your career right now.
Yeah, it was definitely a mark that I'm gonna remember forever.
That just goes to show people, don't give up, stay consistent.
Mm-hmm.
He's been at it for a while. But J5, how was your weekend?
It was good, busy as usual. Did a hangar in Queens, which is like one of the popping spots.
It's like one of the premier spots now to be like hangar.
Did Amadeus on Saturday night. That was crazy. They had the
Amadeus.
girls dancing on the hoop ropes and all of that.
Their lighting system is just crazy. It makes the party even
the big
that much
chandelier.
better.
All I could think about too sometimes is like, damn, if that shit goes down.
Oh
It's
my
a
God. Do you remember how much they paid for that?
Yeah, the whole movement and everything, that's like, I don't even know. I ain't even gonna put a figure on it.
No, that's like a multi-million-dollar room. Shout out to Amadeus.
Yeah, shout out to Fully Equipped Entertainment.
Yeah. They
They
get busy
always
on there.
keeping me busy out here, man. Appreciate them.
So, guys, let's get into these current events. So Lil Nas, which is the guy that sings Old Town Road, dropped a new album, and his album cover looks exactly like Drake's album cover. The one where Drake has his head in the clouds.
What's the name of the album? Do we remember?
I don't even know the name of the album.
It's called I Copy Drake.
Yeah.
Nah, it's literally the same thing though.
Hey, the thing that killed me the most about it is he's like, oh, it's different. I got my chin up. Like, shut the hell up,
Drake
bro.
got like the
what you
nice fade
talking
on
about?
his, and then his is like nappy hair, like crazy.
It looks crazy.
Like
fro,
Shape
all
Up
crazy.
versus Nappy
Shape
Child.
Up, yeah, it's different.
Yeah, he's definitely from Old Town Road.
But it's so funny because he's like, yo, well, how is it the same thing? We have two different blues. It's the exact same
Like
blue.
my man's, your
And the
clouds.
clouds are positioned in the exact same way.
Crazy. I would have had somebody draw like different clouds or something. Like he should have did nighttime like a city behind him or something.
He
I
should
don't
have
know.
just did something different.
It's like, not for nothing. This isn't even an attractive album cover.
It ain't. His whole angle of his head is all
It's
weird.
very weird.
Yeah, we so
But
what,
the fact
two
that he
thumbs
said
down
it
on
was
that one?
yeah, two
Yeah,
thumbs down.
I don't know.
On the
Yeah.
album cover.
I don't know, maybe
Clout chasing. That's what
yeah,
that is.
yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
for sure.
But whatever, that was that. Michael Blackson got a new girlfriend.
I like her.
Little
like this
snow
one.
bunny. He got a snow bunny.
You think she's with him just because his celebrity, or she actually likes Michael Blackson?
I don't know because
Look at him, bro. You think like she's gonna be like, oh, he's so handsome.
Yeah, Mama, look at him.
you know,
Like, you
I don't
funny,
know.
you got money.
Sometimes it's not even about being handsome. It could just be like you could be charming.
His personality.
Yeah.
Girls like funny, and he's funny.
Yeah, he's
Obviously,
fucking
yeah.
I think we do live in the age of like ugly is in, because I feel like most
As
of
a
the time
woman, I
women
need to
have
hear-
probably
Go
experienced.
ahead, as a woman, tell me, J5.
No, like I think, in my opinion, in my, I ain't
Well,
gonna say
all
what I
right.
was gonna-
As a
Well, all right,
woman,
well, let
as
Blue
a
speak on
woman,
that.
I wouldn't say my preference is an ugly guy, but I wouldn't necessarily deny an ugly person because I know a cute guy is gonna cheat on me.
Mm.
It's a
Well,
mental
ugly
game.
nigga is gonna have to be faithful because you can't get no more bitches.
That's true.
I'm gonna trap you, nigga.
They still, some ugly guys can't even believe they even got the girl they got. Like, oh my God.
Yo.
That's why they treat them so good, I think.
But then, how bad
my
would it be if an ugly dude plays you? That would be terrible.
Would
That'd
you
be
be
a
tight?
complete backfire on the plan.
You know, it's happened. Like I've dated all types of shapes and sizes and shit, and it's just like you
Can
know.
we give a hug?
I need one because
Give a
I
hug.
give up on love, man. How 300-pound? Shout out to the chubby boys, but 300-pound Santa Claus cheated on me.
Damn,
But you know what happens is like, all
he was
right,
just giving away his gifts.
yo, that's a fact though.
Giving away his gifts. Oh, man.
So when you don't got one thing, you gotta make up with it in
Yeah,
other
yeah,
ways.
yeah,
You
yeah,
feel
yeah.
me?
So, if Santa, if you out
Gifts
there
work.
listening, we hope you crash your motherfucking sleigh,
Right?
fat bastard.
Rudolph, go down. Down, nigga.
But
Yeah.
anyways, what else is going on in life? So Meek Mill is suing the Cosmo Hotel. He's saying that they treated him and his people with a lot of racism. He didn't like how he was treated. Sway Lee went on and supported what he said and said that he was staying at a close by hotel this weekend as well. And he didn't like the way he was treated either.
Did you see the video on TMZ
Of what?
of Meek Mill talking to the hotel reps and all of that, and they were like trying to
actually
like they were
didn't.
like, you seen that?
They're confrontational?
They were talking like, oh, and Meek's like, so why I can't go in here?
Yeah.
It was like, oh, from what we heard and this and this and
Oh,
that.
so
So they
it's one of
were
those.
responding. They
That's why
should.
it's just because what they heard about him. Not, I don't.
Yeah.
You think it's because of racism, or just what they heard? They don't want it in their
I think it's what
establishment?
they heard, but still, it's more entertaining to put a race card in this.
They
whole
have the right to
situation.
refuse anybody.
But it
Anybody's
could
like,
be. It could be. You never know. At the end of the day, the immediate call on that is racism.
So he called his lawyer suing that whole. He trying to own that. He trying to own the Cosmo.
Hey,
He's done.
Yeah, pretty much.
He
Well,
tryna
I
own
mean,
it.
I'm not mad at him, but shit.
it's just tough running a business and all of that. It's like that's something they have to understand. This is a risk they have to take. If you are afraid of people that's coming to your business, beef up your security a little bit because you never know.
But a hotel though.
Yeah, like
Hotels
like,
be
it's
getting
not- it's
crazy
not like
though.
it's a club.
Like live on Sunday and all of that.
I
Well, that's a different type of
guess.
world, but they be having
I don't know, but I guess shout out to Meek Mill.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope you get the money because I hope you don't lose the lawsuit.
yeah. I hope you get more money, guys.
I know. Now that he got,
I hope it's worth it for all the
I don't think he
paperwork.
has enough, right?
Yeah.
What? Meek Mill got so much money, it's not even funny. I was out partying with Meek
Bars.
Mill. Listen.
Bars.
I was out partying with Meek Mill's camp and Meek Mill, and just for the hell of it, he gave Young Thug and 21 Savage. I forget who the other two rappers he was with, but he gave them each $50,000 just to come party with him that night. He made $250,000 that night to just stand in a party, not even rap, perform, nothing.
I can't even squeeze $50 out scenario to come party with them.
$250,000, and I want you guys to see the size of the room. The size of the room was literally like the fucking size of my living room. Like,
Dead
so
ass?
it was a
Where the
very
party
small.
was, yeah? Wow.
So some rich white kid paid him $250,000 to come out for an hour. Shit.
Damn.
I'm trying to be like Meek when I grow
Yeah,
up.
word.
Shout out to Meek.
Shout out to Meek.
Was you with me when we did that event in Long Island where we booked French Montana for a private party? He didn't show up, and then we called Meek Mill last minute, And Meek Mill actually made it all the way out to the Hamptons and performed a couple songs
Wow.
for a Sweet 16
Crazy.
for $30,000.
That's
Bar
love.
mitzvah? Oh, Sweet
Last
16
minute,
for-
I'm talking about it was within like 2 hours. Jumped to the
He's like,
sprinter,
let's
came
do-
out here. He's like 30 bands. All right, came out there.
Yeah.
This was back when like I'm a Boss was big.
See, this
Now
is
it
before
would
Nicki
cost a lot
Minaj.
more.
That Nicki Minaj, woof, boosted him
his ass.
crazy,
Yeah.
crazy. But
Agreed.
talking about lawsuits, Yo Gotti is getting sued for $6.6 million. He skipped a collaboration that he got paid $20,000 for. He didn't do it, and now they're suing him for $6.6 mil.
Crazy.
It's a lot of money. $6.6 million.
We run through my phone, see who I
It started.
sue.
Yeah. See who I can sue. I'm gonna slip walking out of here. You
Like,
heard?
I could have swore I booked that big DJ. He didn't come through.
For $20,000 though. It started from $20,000
Like-
because he didn't want to. Basically, he's supposed to do a song collaboration, correct? Right. He didn't do the collaboration. Kept the money. Did his own version of the song.
That's slimy.
That's crazy. Like,
That's so like, and you got mad money. This was probably like a struggling art. Oh,
I
don't
wonder
know.
what
Young
song
Fletcher?
was it.
Young
It's
Fletcher.
probably some hot shit that we
That's
like.
his name. It's
I don't
probably
know what
dope,
song is
but
it.
I can't even imagine being a struggling artist and then a big artist comes and just takes your song.
A struggling artist that gives 20 bands, like, here, it's probably my life savings.
We
I
talking
know
all this,
if I
but we
do
don't
this-
even know like the artist. He's probably rich as shit.
I mean, but I'm not gonna lie though. That's something that happens in the industry every day. Like I know a lot of artists that take music that hasn't been heard, that hasn't popped yet, and they rewrite their own versions of it. 6ix9ine
Yeah.
gets a hit for that all the time. Like
Bobby Shmurda.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Shmurda, he was what?
What song was it? Did they say he got from Bobby Shmurda?
I don't know. No, there was one that they said he got from
6ix9ine
people
got
in
a song from
Chicago.
Bobby Shmurda.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right.
Somebody in Chicago.
For somebody in Chicago.
It was, I don't know. But and then Cardi B, look, Bodak Yellow is whole Kodak Black's flow. So it's like something that people do all the time. It's just how you do it. Whatever. 6.6 million though. He owed that. He got to pay that. So, moving on.
Feel bad.
But speaking on money that's owed, Rotimi, which is a cast member on the show Power, there's 50 Cent is saying that he owes him $300,000. His new record went #1 on the R&B charts, and 50 wants his money.
You know what's crazy? That I never heard the song ever.
I heard it, but it's just like
Did you
it's
hear
not
it
even.
after? Did you hear it before today? Before 50 blasted him?
No,
Or did you
I
hear
never even knew that he was making music until 50 went and started saying, "Pay me my money."
It? Yeah.
Yeah, Maya, that's like, oh man. It's
I
just
never
crazy.
saw any. I'm just wondering. I just want to know how in the fuck did he get to #1?
Not even on some hating shit. Like,
Not even on any.
logistically,
Like yeah, as
realistically.
an artist, I want to know. I don't see no promotion for this record. I haven't seen any. I haven't
I've
even
seen
nobody
it maybe one
speaking
time.
of
Yeah.
it.
I might have seen him one time.
This song got more fame from 50 Cent talking about it to anybody listening it. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
That goes to show you that's crazy.
it's
I
just,
think I'm like. The song probably wasn't even #1. He probably made a video saying the song was #1, and then 51 and said, and did what he did, and now the song is #1.
I gotta
don't
hear
know.
it still.
yeah, we definitely gotta.
It's some island vibes. It's
we
cool.
gotta-
I
we
didn't know
gotta
he
edit
could
that
sing. He
in.
could actually
Play
sing
that
though.
song over this. Let's listen to it.
So shout out to Rotimi. He owes that $300K to 50. Shout out to Uncle Snoop. Snoop Dogg saying he gonna pay that $300K because he don't want him to get shot or killed in power.
Killed off in power. That's when you know you're a fan of a show. Listen, I'll take care of that. Don't worry about it. I don't want him
take
to
care of
get
that
killed.
time.
I like his character.
I don't even think his character is that important. I haven't seen Power in so long. Anyways, so Kodak Black is out on bail again. The last charge he caught was for a shooting that took place in Miami. The car he was driving in was 2 miles away from where the shooting took place. They left the car. They said that he bought 2 guns that day. And yeah, now he's out on a $550,000 bail.
They just never learn.
21-year-old Kodak Black.
What they
Is
say?
he like a predicate? Predicate is like when you keep like.
I think so.
They're
when
saying
he keep going back and like he's just like he comes out. This is his vacation,
Yeah.
but when he goes in, that's home.
that's horrible. Like
There's
you
people
have
like
so
that,
much
though.
going for you.
I mean, sometimes people that get the most, they care about it the least,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And that's kind of like what I feel with Kodak. I don't know.
That's whack.
So that's that. Y'all ready to do topic time?
I'm ready.
So, guys, you know, I've been doing a little research as a DJ and, you know, looking into exploring the female artists, the female rap artists. There are actually a lot of female rap artists that I don't think get any recognition. They, you know, they're out busting their ass, working hard. And the only people that we recognize is Cardi B and Nicki Minaj.
Classic. So let's shine some light on some rappers. Who your favorite unsigned female rapper right now?
My
If you
favorite.
had to pick like two, and not even unsigned, just female rapper that know less like.
That nobody really knows like that. That's hard. There's so many
Because
good ones.
I don't really know who's signed and not signed. You know
Yeah,
who's
yeah.
kind of dope? That Megan. Oh, you got it on there. Megan
Meg
Thee
Thee
Stallion.
Stallion, yeah.
Yeah, she's killing
She's
it.
starting to pick up crazy.
She's killing
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I remember when I heard one of her songs back then, I was like, this is funny.
I like Megan Thee Stallion.
Big old freak.
Yeah.
Big old freak.
She's cool.
That's funny.
I don't know. I'm a really big fan of Dream Doll. I really like her last project. I think Sweetie got a dope
Sweetie's
situation going on too.
Melly's fire, but she's signed now, right?
Melly signed to Tory Lanez.
Would you consider her a rapper or a singer?
She's both.
She's both, yeah.
She's like both.
She really blew up off like that Bodak Yellow remix, right?
Mhm.
That was what like everybody gravitated towards.
I heard her before that. She had that.
She had songs, but I
She
feel
had
like
that
that was like a
that took her.
breaking.
Yeah, that.
That was like a viral point for her,
Yeah,
where mad
okay.
people started paying attention. And the next couple months later, after she kept working, sorry,
But let me name a few. There's Rennie Rucci. She's from North Carolina. There's Drizzy, Meg Thee Stallion, Cash Doll, Coyle Ray.
I rock with Coyle Ray actually. I
I
like
love-
Coyle Ray.
yeah, buddy,
I love Coyle Ray.
I like her a lot.
riding in the big drop.
You know why I like Coyle Ray? Because she's so her. She's like,
She lesbo.
I don't know. She's
got to
dating
be.
Trippie Redd. She's dating
Oh.
Trippie Redd, so I don't know.
She's bisexual.
But she probably bi because I hear her in her raps. It sounds like she's like, you know,
There's a
she's
lot
into
of girls
women.
that's bisexual now. I think that's a normal thing.
It is kind of the norm for women, right?
It's kind of awkward when guys are that way, but I guess because I'm a guy.
I'm dead. Well, but shout out to Coyle Ray. She's doing her thing. She's out on tour with Trippie Redd now. Like I said, Dream Doll. I think Dream Doll actually got signed to Atlantic. though.
Yeah, she did.
Mariah Lynn. She's been working hard for
Mariah, I've
years.
been knowing Mariah for so long. Shout out to Mariah because she definitely puts out a lot of content too.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's always.
She has some dope tracks too, like club records, I guess.
I definitely think she should have been in a different space. I don't know what happened with her camp or anybody in her team, but I think she should have been in a different space,
You
a
mean
bigger
self?
space than she is, because I think she has the talent to be like.
I just, you know, sometimes we try to fit in, and I from what I've heard, her latest tracks, they're kind of like trap,
hmm
and I feel like her first record that actually took off for her was more like some ratchet
Yeah.
vibes. I think she need to go back to where she
Where she came, like her,
Yeah,
her.
like her roots.
Mhm.
Go back to your roots.
You know what song
What
was
works for you.
fire, and I feel like it could have got a lot more buzz. That I'm a boss ass bitch. Bitch, was that her or was that?
No, I don't think that was her.
her.
That wasn't her.
I'm a
I
boss
think
ass
that.
bitch.
I think
Yeah.
that was her.
No. Her was Once Upon a Time Not Long
There
Ago.
you go,
That's what
That's
it.
one.
Yeah, I think if she goes back to her roots, she'll be doing just fine. But yeah, shout out to Mariah Lynn. I fucks with her. Saweetie, like I said, Chinese Kitty is another one. City Girls, which we've been hearing a lot about lately.
They on top right now.
Yeah. They're
Even
doing-
with like just one being out and one being locked up, it's just
Yeah.
still on top.
But see, City Girls is ratchet music. I feel like
Mhm.
like it's not trap shit, but that's what's going off. Like not for nothing, every time they play Act Up in the club, girls
That's
go
such a big
crazy, crazy.
Even for
But
dudes.
it was the same reaction when Once Upon a Time came out.
Yeah, Once Upon a Time.
You feel me?
not long ago.
So I feel like if she would have stuck to that type of music, or she goes
would've
back
did-
to it,
yeah.
I think she could, go back to what she was doing because she had numbers. She was doing numbers. I haven't checked the numbers lately, but so City Girls, Melly, Rico Nasty. There's another one named Tink.
No,
Asian-
Tink's amazing, actually.
Yeah,
I think Tink's amazing.
speak on her because I'm not too
Nah,
familiar.
Tink, I think, I don't think, Timberland was really pushing her, a while ago. I don't know if he's pushing her anymore, but Timberland was really like gun ho for her. She's like rap and singer. She's really dope. I just thought she was really dope, the music she put out. She came, I met her one time. Soft spoken, really cool.
Tink.
If anybody, I definitely think people should check her out though.
Well, I'll go check her out. So there's Tink, there's Asian Doll, and there's Cuban Doll. That's my list of a whole bunch of. I feel like people just talk about Cardi and Nicki, and like people work hard, yo. Like let's give everybody
Yeah,
a little
you're
bit
right.
of recognition.
Shout out to all the females that's out here rapping, singing, doing their thing, and that was Blue's list. I fuck
Alright,
with
how
that list.
about-
I'm not even mad with that.
But how about even female DJs? I feel like every day I wake up, there's a new female DJ.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. A lot of female DJs been following me.
Like-
Been following me lately. So shout out to all the female DJs that have been following me lately. Because
Yeah, well-
I search, and I've been looking. They've been working. These girls are really
Yeah.
working out here, and I'm like,
That's
oh
why I
shit,
was just watching.
it's dope.
I was on IG. I seen Nyla Simone. She's been doing.
Shout out to
her thing.
DJ Nyla Simone. She put in a lot of
shout out
work.
to Nyla.
She's doing some
Yeah.
dope like visuals, interviews, and this
Mhm.
and that's big. That's big. God bless.
Nyla Simone, my favorite DJ is Nyla Simone, Steph Cakes,
Yeah.
Blue Diamond. These my favorite female DJs.
Top
Especially
3
'cause
right there.
I'm close to them, so I'm gonna root for them anywhere, anytime. So but
Absolutely.
they my favorite.
Blue Diamond all the way to the top.
I'm like, nah, hold up. Yeah, I just always gotta
No,
put
'cause
this
Sammy
out
Blends.
there.
Oh, Sammy Blends
Sammy
is
Blends
another
is
one.
nasty.
Sammy is nasty.
She is
She
fucking.
plays
But
like
she's
she's
like
a guy though.
she's a girl guy.
Yeah,
she
she's
don't really
nice.
count.
She's nice.
I'm just kidding. Nah,
She's
she
nice.
It's like, look, Scenario taught me all the basics, but Sammy was really like aggressive. Like, no, you cannot wear headphones. She will not let me wear headphones.
Yeah.
She's like, you got this, you got that.
You gotta know
So
your
it-
music, know your computer, know your music.
Yo, she's hard on me. She's
Tiny.
you a little
Yeah.
soft on me.
I'm trying to, cause I don't want to be mean, and then you be like, I'm
No,
gonna
no,
cry
I'm-
and run
I
out
don't want
here.
to DJ
I-
anymore.
Yeah, I don't want to DJ anymore.
I used to get turned off and not want to DJ because Scenario used to be so nasty on the set. Like he used to DJ and I'm like, fuck, I don't even want to DJ no more, bro. You just
Yeah, she
bodied
did
that.
a
Like,
lot. She did like. That's what I do. I'm just showing you that you could do this too. Just get on here
yeah,
and try
but
this.
if somebody you teaching somebody, you get on the set and you go crazy. Like this nigga's hitting 20 different buttons in 1 second. What the hell? I'm like, bro, how you expect me to do that? Weird.
Oh, we lost the camera. We live, baby.
Who produces this show?
Yeah.
Who set that up? All that clapping and
produces
the
this
camera
show?
falls down.
Alright? Shout out to our producer, Steve. You know what I'm
Steve,
saying?
come on, come get your ass back over here and do this.
Hit that clap.
It's
one
upside
time.
down.
Yo, I can't deal.
Yo, I want to leave all that in. I don't care.
That's what he said.
Oh man. Yo, y'all got jokes. Y'all got
Yo.
jokes, kids.
Oh man.
Nah, shout out to the female DJ. Yeah, definitely shout out to the. I think women, period, in music, in radio, DJing, are just doing their thing. So big up to all the women out there doing their thing. Crazy, because women are definitely killing it right now in everything they're doing, from corporate to, like I said, to music, to radio, to entertainment. Women are definitely like killing it. And shout out to all the DJs, especially DJ Blue Diamond. She's here because I seen her come from. I remember when Blue Diamond said I want to DJ. I asked her, "Don't waste my time." I said, "Don't waste my time. This is not my. I don't do this as a hobby." I told her just like that. I said, "I don't do this. It's not a hobby for me." You know what I'm saying? So if you're serious, let me know. She called me 2 days later, said she's serious. Then I was like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? That's how we got, kicking it and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, he was definitely like, do not waste my time. So I had Scenario driving all the way from like Queens, Brooklyn, coming to Long Island, deep in Long Island, just to teach me. So
just
shout
so
out
she
to
could sit on
Scenario.
her bed, right, with her legs folded, that ass with her computer out, and a controller right in front of her, learning things. Nah, you gotta hit that. You gotta do this. You gotta do this. How you download music? I remember everything. How you download music? Where you download music from? Giving her record pools to download from, and you know. Now look out,
we
killing
here.
it. Yeah, killing it.
Now we
See
doing
that?
clubs,
tours.
making money.
World tours,
Dead ass.
50 state tours.
Yeah.
We out here, kid.
Killing it.
Podcast with Scenario,
I was
J5.
definitely proud.
Yeah.
That was a proud dad moment.
That's
we
a
made it.
beautiful thing. Growth into making money off of doing what you love to do.
That's what happens when you just love it. That's cool. But shout out, like I said, shout out to all the women killing it right now. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna take this time. We're gonna be returned. We're gonna come back with our special guest, internationally known. What do you want to call him?
Boss, Ricky Ross.
Do I want to say this name they got down here for him or not?
Yo.
We're gonna go with the world famous DJ Clue as our guest today, and when we come
That's
back, we're gonna have him on. You know, he's gonna
And
come
we want
rock
to
out.
bring in the person that gave us this
yeah.
information
We
on
definitely
Clue
gotta bring that, yeah.
and ask him what the hell's going on.
It's the Party Starter Podcast, and we'll be right back.
Yo, they call me William H, the all-time great. I fuck the most hoes out of New York State. I rock my jewels, I'm not a fool. And the small on my back, I got this big ass tool. When I'm skating through the city.
This is the Party Starter Podcast. You got the one, the only, world famous DJ Clue. He's in the building.
What's up? What's shaking?
Yes.
Did you like that intro or not?
That was cool. All
right, cool.
Smooth.
Yo.
What up, though?
Clue,
What the fuck we talking about, Scenario? Say something, nigga. What's up, nigga? It's poppin'.
Clue, thank you so much for being with us today. Thank you for stopping by.
Yo, stop being generic.
What you mean?
Like I ain't just see you last night. In the
Damn, my nigga. Like, why you gotta tell the people that, though?
My bad. I see you in the club last night. It's cool.
It's turn up. Is it? You know, so for what Clue don't know is that this is a DJ podcast. All three of us are DJs, obviously.
Oh,
you
y'all
know?
are?
You know,
Wow.
on Wednesdays. What's
Yo,
today?
somebody get this man.
Yo, he's giving me the fake rundown right now.
Somebody
Real-
get
like,
it.
I ain't
You
gonna
gotta
lie.
bumped into him
the
like 20
fucking
times.
vibes, Susie. Nah, so it's a party. We talk about DJing. We talk about things going on in entertainment, music, and stuff like that. And you know, it's just great to have you on this show. You know, you're
Appreciate
a
that, man. Thank you
big
for having
part
me.
of hip hop to me, in my opinion, and everybody in here. You know, we talked about you before you came. You know,
Appreciate that.
pioneering this DJ game for us. You know, people growing up.
I've been working, man. I've been working. If I'm gonna say so myself, I've been working, you know?
So, hold on. Can you give us a little bit of a rundown of what artists you've worked with in the past, just so the
I
people
don't
can know?
think I have enough memory on that tape over there.
You don't got no time. We ain't got no time.
It's been a bunch, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, just from the start. I mean, I could go on. I've worked with so many artists, man. Like, even just like, you know, getting called to the studio to listen to albums and pick singles and just all kind of stuff. Like, you know what I
So
mean?
out of all the artists that you work with, which one was like the most influential one that stood out to you the most?
I mean, the Eminem session I did was interesting, man. Like, you know what I mean? Because he wrote on these real little small pieces of paper. like probably about, I mean, like if you took your fingers, your thumb and your index finger, and like it was like a small piece of paper. He just wrote on the back to front like 3 pieces of paper, and he just sat in the booth and just
Knocked it
Like
out.
some
it out.
microscopic type kind of.
yeah, it's crazy.
He didn't want nobody to steal his answers. Yeah, you can't see. this
Yeah,
paper.
it was like cheat sheets
Yeah,
for real.
you can't see this.
You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna lie, he killed it though. Like he killed it in like 2 takes. He just like went through, ran through it, and just like it was crazy, man. That was a dope session. My DMX session was definitely interesting.
How long ago was that?
It was while it was like my first album, but it was interesting because DMX decided to like, you know, he wrote on a desk. He wanted to
What?
watch
With like a knife or something?
Yeah, yeah,
Dead ass.
with a knife. I had to pay for that too.
Yo.
He called up
man.
the table, and then he wanted to watch TV, so he actually climbed up on top of the table and unscrewed the TV from where it was and put the TV on the desk in front of him. It was crazy.
Wow.
So there
All
was a
for him
lot
to
of
get in-
extra
What?
expenses on that
Oh
studio.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He gave me a dope record for my album, but I had to pay a little bit extra for that type of stuff.
Did you look at him like, what is he doing right now? This is gonna
It was
cost me.
actually, you know what you're getting,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You're getting what you pay for. It was something else that happened in the session that I can't really talk about, but
I know you got a lot of those gems too, because you work with some of the greats too. But I know you got a lot of
yeah, I
gems
can't
that you really
incriminate
can't talk
nobody.
about.
I can't break on no happy homes.
Just know that
Damn,
Clue
son.
knows.
Man,
Clue
just know
knows.
he was a fly on the wall in those rooms,
Yeah,
right?
if I was on one of those vibes, man, it'd be a lot of crazy stuff.
Be on TMZ, man.
I need to drive around in a tank or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But everyone vibe me. They trust me. They trust my judgment too. So you know what I mean? Like, that's why I'm allowed in any circle because they know the vibes. You know what I mean? I ain't the type of person who's gonna run around telling people's business and stuff like that. So,
Nah, I could vouch for that. It was official tissue.
yeah, absolutely.
What? All right.
So with
Official
everything that's
tissue.
happened in your career, did you ever think that you would be this far in the game and work with that many people? Did you see it before?
Yo, guys.
Because I read up on it, you was in high school, you was already like starting to get into the DJ thing heavy.
Well, in high school, I really wasn't. I mean, I did dibble and dabble a little bit trying to DJ, but I really wasn't. I was rapping at first. That's how I really started. I started rapping.
You had
So
a rap
it was
name?
true. We read on that. I was
See,
like,
he
had a
was
rap
a
name?
rapper.
What
I
was
told
your
you
rap
that
name?
he
I
was
was like,
rapping.
My rap name was Drama.
Drama?
MC Drama.
MC Drama.
and then DJ Drama stole your name. Damn.
Damn, Clue. Wait, so hold on. Where did Clue come from?
I used to always love the board game, and I used to always love like the mystery behind it. So then I just kind of was like, you know what I mean? That's where the name really came from.
Fire.
I seen Fab on talking about today how he got his name. I seen like he did like a interview on the Bel Air thing, and he's talking about how his name came about, and he was talking about it came out by mistake, and I was like, what are you talking about?
Like, I gave you that.
He just wanted to make up a
I told
story.
you. You know his name?
It
You don't
sounded
speak about-
good, Fab.
But let's
story,
talk
bro.
about the
Nah,
real
nah,
Cool
story.
story, bro.
But you know what it is? I could see why he might say that because, like, he just said the name. Like, he came and freestyle for me on the radio. He said what he was saying in his raps, and I'm like, yo, I liked how you said that, and I like that name. We should probably run with that name because that name, and especially because he spelled it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I said, yo, that could be dope. I said we should keep that and run with that because you know what I mean.
Man, I've
His
been
name really
scratching
was
my head
Sport.
about how you spell fabulous for years.
Yeah, FABOLOUS.
Yeah.
He said it in like 19 million songs.
Yeah, but
I
that's
remember
why
being a
I
kid
remember
trying to look that up and
him
spelling it right.
like that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Not
wait,
finding them.
this doesn't look like it
At a
sounds
certain
right.
point, we had to be like, yo, like no more, like, because he was ending every rhyme in there. So at one point, we had to just be like, yo, maybe we need to go a little different direction for a while, because people was trying to like crack jokes and stuff like that.
So, speaking about Fab, was that an artist you broke? How was that?
I mean, Fab is actually still signed to Desert Storm, like, you know what I mean, to this day. But yeah, I found him like his managers at the time. They used to promote parties and they used to hire me to do parties. So then they gave my partner Skane, they gave him the demo, and then Skane just randomly sent him up to the radio station one Monday, and let him freestyle. And I was like, I was pretty much tired of, having all these artists come through my way of mixtapes and the radio and getting on. I'm like, yo, I'm about to sign the next couple of cats I got that could rhyme. I'm gonna just sign them because
You got
people were
lucky.
just getting on and getting money and getting deals, and I wasn't getting nothing
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
it. So
yeah,
I was
yeah.
breaking artists.
Wow,
I'm like,
son.
I'm gonna start signing some of these cats. So then Fab was like the first dude who I was like, yo, like I was like when he was rhyming, like how he was rapping, the stuff he talked about. I could see that he had those attributes that you need to become a dope rapper.
He had the swag for that
he
kind
had-
of
he
thing.
had-
Yeah, he was like, Clue is like the Puff and Big, like Clue and Fab.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you put stuff together, Puff and Big, Clue and Fab.
So,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Tupac shows.
Yeah.
Like, it was
Yeah,
like, that's
nah,
how,
deadass.
that's
Yeah,
how I
that
see
really
it.
is. That
That's how a
is-
lot of people will
That's
see
big.
it too.
That's
Yeah,
big.
yeah.
That was like perfect timing with you and his career and taking it to the next level, right?
I was watching videos the other day and I seen Clue. I was like, oh my God, I know him. Young Clue. He was mad young.
I used to get called to be in everybody's video. You know what I'm saying? At one point, they used to call me. I meant the name Captain Cameo because like I was in everyone's video, bro. Like it was to the point where like I mean they would call sometimes they want to use my car. Like I used to have a lot of. I used to always have like I had like 5-6 cars.
So, like, aside from everything that you already done, records and this and that, what are like your goals? Even if it's like not music, what do you see like you want to do with yourself from here?
I'm working on the Clue Radio app. Working on that. You know, I dibble and dabble. I work with Bel Air real closely since the inception.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Since the start.
So you're not a Ciroc boy?
I used to be a Ciroc boy. I can't really say the Ciroc boys really even exist no more as far as
I don't know
on the DJ side.
Yeah. It did what it had to do. People still drinking Ciroc.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah.
the beginning hyped it up enough for it to keep flowing.
We was. I mean, you know, thanks to Puff, we was getting checks for years for that. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
That was good.
He was giving out a lot of money, I heard.
Yeah. I mean, I can get mad, but I can't get mad. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was cool while it lasted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's all good.
There's a messed up time when niggas had to come pull up to the club and be like, yeah, I could only drink Ciroc.
Right.
That used to be a thing.
Like,
Nah,
I
just
had
Ciroc.
so many DJs. I had
'Cause their
Camilo,
pictures-
Clue.
Because of the pictures.
It's so crazy
Yeah.
when you get the right influences behind something, how people will believe anything, even if it's like not that good, you know. But Ciroc is good. Shout out to Diddy.
I actually stopped working with them because I think it became a conflict. I was working with Ace of Spades, so
Bigger.
that became a conflict for them. 'Cause they always felt like I was promoting Ace of Spades more. It wasn't really like
Well,
that.
it's like a
but-
champagne vodka. How I don't know how. It would,
Yeah. I mean, it just became like, you know, it just became a conversation.
Speaking of
and-
Ace of Spades, how was it working with Jay-Z? That's probably something that's definitely motivation.
Working with Jay was cool, man. Like, you know what I mean? Because I want to say, like, you know, I want to say, you know, we helped each other when we were working at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Jay was trying to get his records heard, and you know what I mean. I kind of had an outlet for that.
yeah.
It went hand in hand. Everything.
Yeah, it worked good. You know, and then, you know, when he started getting high as a rapper, like I was having him featured on my stuff. You know what I mean? I was if I did Mariah Carey record, I like called him to get him on it. You know what I mean? So it all worked out.
Which
you know
was
what I mean?
perfect.
Yeah, it worked
Speaking
out.
of getting them on records, on production side, what's your favorite type? I know you produce, so what's your favorite type of music you like to produce?
You know, I really don't have.
And I'm not talking about, I'm not talking about like the trap that's out now. I'm talking about just like from the R&B to the hip hop.
You mean
to
like the genre?
The
of music?
genre of beats you like to produce.
I mean, R&B is always a little bit more challenging because you have to be able to, like, you know what I mean? Like it's a little.
It's a mood, right?
It's a little more of a creative process when you're doing R&B records. Like, you know what I mean? Like when I worked with Mariah, like, you know, we'd be in the studio for like a week and a half working on the same record.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like she was literally the reason I had to buy a full Pro Tools rig. Because if I would take something home and you have like 80 something tracks of vocals, if you want the whole thing to load up, you have to have a real powerful system. So you know what I mean? So that's why I
That's
just
a
said,
lot
at
of
one
tracks.
point, at one point I was just like, fuck it. I was like, let me go. I took like, I think it was like 30 or 40 grand. I had to go buy a whole full Pro Tools rig and just like, you know.
But you do that when Mariah's saying here's 80 tracks.
Yeah,
you go do that. You
we
go
got,
buy.
we got a bunch
Oh,
of
yeah,
number
you know that
ones
money
out
coming
there,
back.
So, yeah.
So you're really hands-on with the process of creating a song?
Making
Like
music,
you
yeah.
actually make the beat, all that?
Yeah.
Damn, Clue.
How do you feel about DJing today compared to when you first came up or
I mean, I think a lot of it is kind of like watered down to a certain degree because you have some like I feel like because it's so simple to load up a bunch of songs on your laptop and you know DJ, it's a little bit easier for people. There's so many people like want to be rappers, they want to be DJs.
Yeah.
It's like everyone nowadays either wants to be a rapper, a DJ, or athlete.
and it wasn't cool to be a DJ before.
That's it.
Like DJing was like you wasn't the cool guy.
I mean,
Like, you
it was
just a
cool.
DJ,
it just
but
now it's become
now
like
it's like-
so.
Yeah, I
Forget
mean, you
about
have
it.
all the EDM DJs making all that crazy money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, I want to say with the mixtapes, like, you know, there's a bunch of mixtape DJs who made some money. Then, of course, you got Khaled, Mustard, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so it was different. Like, you know what I mean? Like, back in the day, I think it kind of meant more, you know what I'm saying, a little bit to be a DJ because, you know, everyone couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
It was a process.
Carrying around
Picking
crates and
carrying around crates,
dropping
picking
the
out
needle
records
at the right time,
Yeah.
all
like,
of that.
you literally had to travel with like 3 or 4 people because like you were only allowed so many bags on the plane. So you have 2 crates. You had to have
Oh
a
my
person
God.
Yeah, for each
on the
crate.
plane for those 2 crates.
Yeah, yeah.
They wouldn't just let you travel with like 8 crates of records and you by yourself. They wouldn't do
that's
that back in the
crazy.
day.
How would you say the process of selling music is
Or beats or selling songs.
actual, like, let's say a mixtape. Were you making money on your mixtapes back then?
I had to plead the fifth on that.
Yeah.
Because, you know,
It's okay. You up now, so it's like you can talk about the rough time.
it's a little slippery slope right there, man.
We'll leave that alone.
You know, allegedly, you know what I mean? I made some money off that allegedly here and there.
Allegedly.
You know what I mean?
Cause all right. As far as I'm concerned, mixtapes are supposed to be free. They're supposed to just be like
They are.
you're supposed to just hand them out so people could know who you are.
But
So
his-
you're not
I
really
feel-
supposed to make money
Yeah,
on a
I
mixtape.
feel like his was like a album though.
Yeah, that was more like they said it's a mixtape, but it was literally in the store. You know?
In the store
Like,
album, like I had to buy that package. It was nicely packaged, you know what I mean? Cool chain right there.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
Yeah,
like
they I remember they ran down on Drama. The feds ran down on Drama.
I seen that. Yeah, I seen that article.
because he was selling.
Wait,
but they
why?
was. I think they was just like. I'm not gonna say they was reckless, but I mean, if the feds run down, you doing something on a large scale. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
they're
it's
doing
like,
something a lot bigger. But that was down south too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So the gun game is different down there. They run down on machine guns and all of
Yeah,
that.
it was crazy. They had the Bentleys on the back of the tow
But
trucks
it
on
kind
all
of
that.
proves in like anybody's career, you kind of got to break rules sometimes if you want to break that barrier and really pop. You
Nah,
got to
definitely.
like go outside of what everybody else is doing and just do it. And
Yeah, I had to actually kick my way through the door, like, you know what I mean, as far as,
Yeah.
you know, learning how to produce and then producing songs. Like, I wanted to do the mixtape thing, but I wanted to produce songs and have rappers rap on my songs that I produce. You know what I mean? It was different than just, you know,
I
putting a
think
song on
you
a beat didn't
definitely
do.
would one of the first DJs to make millions off of that, you know? 'Cause I'm sure
Allegedly.
people thought about that, but you literally
He's talking
kicked the
about
door
legally.
down.
He's talking
Yeah,
about
legally.
oh yeah,
legally.
okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a blessing to be able to get, you know, a check with a lot of zeros on it. It's cool. It's
So
definitely a
it
good
definitely changed though from back then to now, from putting out records as a DJ and how do you feel about that? You still putting out some
Yeah,
music?
when was the
Do
last
you
time
have
you-
music in your back pocket right now about to put
thing.
out?
Yeah, I got a bunch of songs that I've done. I've worked on. I worked with all kind of people you can name. Like, I mean, I got songs that's about to come out. That's sold. That's paperwork's done. And I got songs, of course, that I did for myself. I work with different
that
artists.
you're on, like you're as an artist.
For rapping?
Yeah.
No, I don't rap.
No, those days is
No,
over.
MC Drama's done.
MC Drama.
Yeah, MC Drama.
That
MC
dream.
Drama.
Over.
Yeah.
He's a memory.
I mean, if
now.
I'm in the studio and, you know, and I'm
What you say?
vibing.
You got bars right now?
Yeah. What's
Yeah,
up?
I mean, I always got
What up, crew? You wanna drop something? You wanna
Yeah,
drop
Scenario was
something?
rapping earlier, but
if
I
I'm
don't
in the
know
studio, I
about it.
think of something slick.
Yeah.
I might whisper it or like mouth it and pause and someone.
Oh,
yeah.
like
Yeah,
I think you should put this here. It might sound.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna be in the studio, what you gonna be? I'm
Sitting
not.
around.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
there
yeah.
to get creative.
Because there's a
Yeah.
bunch of those that people just be.
If I'm with the
be there.
homies and one of the homies working on a song and I got an idea or a hook or something or whatever it is, here's hold that. I'm not. I don't want no credit. I don't want none. I don't want no credit. I don't want no money. Like this just is what it is.
Sometimes it's more about relationships.
Yeah, of course.
You gotta just, keep. I was saying that earlier. Keep those relationships. Those happy Thanksgiving, happy Merry Christmas texts. Those
Networking
go a
is
long
key.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
But that's like he was saying, going to every video shoot, you know,
Mm-hmm,
showing face is what usually makes people take you more serious with a lot of things.
Yeah, clues everywhere.
For the
Got to be.
DJs, for the
I can't
DJs
go
coming
nowhere
up
in New
now,
York and he's not there.
for the newer DJs, what kind of advice you have for them?
Yeah, what advice you giving me? Clue.
new DJs. I mean, there's a lot of DJs out there who they trying. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying new DJs in period, like just in general. Like they try to skip the process. Like, don't try to. The club is not the place to learn to DJ. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the place to learn. Like,
I agree.
Because you're gonna set yourself back. Is what you're really gonna do. Like, you might feel like you're making money now, but in the long run, you're gonna set yourself back because people can get tired of hearing mistakes or sloppy shit or you not knowing what you're doing. Like,
Yeah.
the club is not the place to learn. Like, you know what I mean? Take your time, learn, and then hit the club. That's the way you gotta do it. Like, you can't just learn on the fly.
But elaborate on how they're taking short pay to
Yeah.
learn. Like
That too.
they're messing up a lot of shit in the game.
It's the club owners too. I mean, it's like
Everybody,
I think
what
that's
would happen? What would happen if we had the NBA finals, and they started bringing in people who don't know how to play basketball to start learning the finals.
Just be like, anybody else know how to play ball in this
everyone
crowd?
stop
All right,
watching
come on.
basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not how you do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand you want to make money, you want to hurry up, you want to think.
Yeah,
Everyone swears they ready. Like, ask someone who you know who's trustworthy, who's gonna give you an honest opinion. And if they tell you, yeah, you know,
I think that's like the gift and the curse of the internet. Now everybody's somebody. You know what I'm saying? Just because of what they see and not even putting in any work, they just become something overnight because of the internet and their following or whatever they got going on there.
I'm gonna defend myself because I get a lot of that all the time. Like, it's like, oh, you know, Blue got a couple of followers, so she's a pretty face, so she's getting booked to DJ. I actually was learning to DJ for 4 years.
That's a fact.
Scenario is my witness. Scenario was teaching me. I was learning for 4 years before I even took my first booking. And the only reason I took my first booking was because I was opening for DJ Khaled. And they had me back. So I was like, all right, I didn't do that bad of a job. But so I worked my ass off to learn what I actually could DJ. I think I'm all right. I'm not a push button DJ.
You got a lot better. You good.
Yeah, I'm not the best DJ, but I'm still learning.
I heard you.
When I had to learn how to do, you know, do radio full time, like, you know, be like, I'm not gonna say an intern, but I did syndicated radio for like 2 years and didn't get paid. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had a bunch of stations I was DJing on.
You put in your time.
Yeah, I put in my time, learned. I had a program director that was in Seattle, who would every week critique my mixes and tell me like, yo, this, that, and I just like, I just
took it as it was.
My
as a
time.
learning process,
Not for nothing, I always say this, that the people who actually have great names that are actually somebody in the industry didn't get there for no reason. They obviously put work in. They did something in the industry to get the name and the credibility that they have. Like, a lot of people who just kind of skip past that, they're not nowhere to be found anymore.
Take the steps. Listen to what Clue said. Take the steps. Learn. Get there the right way. Big shout out to DJ Clue for coming through.
Yes, sir.
Spitting his knowledge. We appreciate you. Each and every Wednesday is going down right here. DJ Scenario, the party starter.
DJ J5.
DJ Blue Diamond, baby.
Catch us next week. We'll be back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta bounce to this like this.